So I'm here to testify on behalf of my husband. He's not here, but I'm here to testify. So I think it was the last fellowship, and the man of God mentioned that he was traveling for a business trip. But the last 2 weeks, I have seen God work in ways like never before. So what I want to say is there has been battle. The prophet knows what has been going on, but I want to say that when God speaks or gives a word, don't give up. It's going to be hard. There's going to be battle. There's going to be resistance. The devil is going to try and fight it. But if you stand on his word, he will make it happen. So I want to quickly, because of time, 2 weeks ago, he was supposed to go to Zimbabwe. But there's been battle after battle. And in Zimbabwe, you don't need a visa to go to Zimbabwe. But so he thought it would be faster than what happened. And then I think a week later, he receives a call. He had another meeting in South Africa. So he had to start on the process of getting a visa to South Africa. Now that was the hardest. So it usually takes about 10 days to get a visa to South Africa. And it was quite of a struggle. He kept in touch with the prophet. There was resistance here and there. And on Tuesday, he handed in his passport, his documents to get his visa to South Africa. And it takes about 10 days. Now, on Monday night, I think he was in touch with the prophet, and prophet said he's going to pray about it because there was so much resistance while he was getting his visa. And because the meeting was depended on him being there. So on a Monday night at around 1 a.m., I'm sure he told you what happened. So at around 1 a.m., we went to bed, okay? And he choked in his sleep. He choked. He couldn't breathe. He kept... This was at 1 a.m. It was so loud. I woke up. It was so bad. It was so bad. He couldn't breathe. And you know, when something like that happens, it's either you're going or you're surviving. So he came out of it, and we were silent for, I think, about an hour. No one is asking what happened. No one is saying anything. You're just in a place of fear. It is just too much. So he just says, this must be Prophet Victor's prayers. What's going on? Why am I choking? We went to bed, okay? He hadn't even eaten in 5 hours, so it wasn't food, it wasn't anything, but he was struggling. To cut the long story short, he survived that night. We woke up, he's still alive. We thank God for his life. He was able to survive that attack in the night. So on Tuesday is when he delivered his papers to start the process. And God is amazing. God puts people in your lives who help you. Don't take for granted any person God brings in your life, because you do not know when they are going to come and help you. So he had people who stood with him, and he received his visa in 3 days instead of 10 days. He got it on Thursday. He told me he couldn't wait to testify, and told me I had to represent him and testify on his behalf. He's on his way to Johannesburg right now. He arrives at 9 p.m. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Hallelujah.